where I say goodbye. And here I am in San Francisco with a pretty standard VR video. There's the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm on the Embarcadero. I'm on the pier here. We can see some grass, some rocks, some waves. And this is a pretty standard video. So, I can look around. Pretty cool. This was captured with a GoPro Odyssey camera and a Google Jump to stitch the video. And now when I look around this footage, I want to maybe I want to see this wall from the side here. So I'm going to try and come around to the side and take a look at it, but I can't really get a different view. Or maybe I'm going to try and kneel down a little bit, but I can't see a different view of the object in front of me. And why is that? Well, VR video is a fundamental limitation of virtual reality video. The camera sits in a single location and it records the scene all around, which is why I can look left and then right. But if I want to move my head a little bit to a different position, like to the side, the camera is still fixed in the same location, and it doesn't record what the scene looks like from this other position. It only knows what it looks like from one position. So I can't move my head and see the change in the scene from a different perspective. So what can we do about that? Well, this footage is stereo, which means I get different views of my left and right eye for a sense of depth. And with that depth comes a depth map. Here we can see that depth map where every pixel encodes how far away an object in the scene is. So the concrete barrier in front of me is very close, so it's bright white. The walkway kind of recedes in the distance a little bit, it's kind of gray. And then in the back where everything is kind of infinitely far away, it's black. And this is enough information that we can use it to approximate what the scene should look like from different points of view. So we're going to go back to the footage here. And you see I'm going to move back and forth, and we still don't see any change in the scene until I turn on ProjectSideWinder. And now, as I move back and forth, it comes alive. Now I can move back around here and I can see different perspectives. I can come around and see the side of this wall, like I wanted to before. Maybe I can go up and down a little bit. I can see the grass a little more. I can kneel down and see what it looks like right in front of me here. Yeah. I'm moving around a lot up here to try and show you really clearly on screen what this feels like, but inside the headset, it's super dramatic, and you don't really need to move that much. You kind of move our heads a little bit as we look around, and just that little bit of motion is something that we're really carefully attuned to, because it's part of how we perceive the real world. It's how we know that 3D objects are real and in front of us, and so even with just a little bit of motion, in the headset, it makes it feel like there's really a piece of concrete in front of me that I can look at and I can interact with, and I can feel immersed in this scene in a way I wasn't able to before. Let's take a look at some other footage. This is the Adobe San Francisco office lobby, and it's Christmas time. So here we've got a delightful little Christmas tree and a fireside vignette. And same problem though. I mean, it's a stereo video, but as I move back and forth, it still feels kind of flat until I turn on our rendering technique. And now, we can see that it's really a Christmas tree, and it's really got a 3D shape, and I can see there's ornaments in front, and there's Christmas lights in back, and it's got like a structure. And if I turn it off, it's like it just goes flat. It's like, oh, where did my 3D go? It feels like it's just projected onto a single sheet again. Until I turn it back on, and now you can really see a 3D scene that I'm really a part of. So hopefully this is just a little glimpse of what the future of virtual reality video is going to look like.